Hey you all, I'm so hyped to fellow dressmakers. You're welcome to another interesting tutorial. My name is Confidence. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a straight leg or wide leg pants with side pockets. So this is going to be 100% freehand. There is no drafting anywhere. And it's going to be super detailed and beginners friendly. So if this is what you want to learn, kindly watch this video to the very end and let's get right into it.
Hello, you don't even know my name, but I am happy you came by.
I'll be using this satin fabric and I have about 2 yards here. You'll be needing between 1.5 to 3 yards depending on your size or how big you want the pant to be. So to fold the pant, I'll hold the two selvage together. That way, the stretchy part of the fabric will be going to my side measurement. Okay, then after folding, I'm going to get the length, and the whole length is 46 inches. By the time I'm done folding, it will come up to 44 or 43 inches. Like by the time I'm done hemming the pant, it will come up to 43 or 44 inches. I'll start from the top and go down to my knee line, which I'm using 21 inches. Then the hip line, I'm using 8 inches. And if you notice, I'm not minusing anything for the band. I don't usually minus anything for the band for my pants. I just um get my measurements, my exact knee, my hip measurement, my exact crotch um line. Now to get the crotch line, you can decide to divide your hip measurement by 4 and add extra 1 or 2 inches depending on how waisted your pant is going to be. Or better still, from your hip line, you're going to come down 2 inches to 2.5. And what I did there is I came down 2.5, which is 10.5 for the crotch line. Then I'll come to the top and get my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch for joining allowance and ease. I'll mark the same thing on the hip line and on the crotch line. Just like this. The hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch for joining allowance and ease. I don't want it really fitted. I want it loose fitted. Then for the crotch extension, you're going to get your thigh measurement divided by 2 plus extra 1 inch for joining allowance and ease. Or better still, you divide your hip measurement by 20 and mark it. And if I divide my hip measurement by 20, it will give me 1.75, which is just what I used here. I'll come back to the waistline and take my waist measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch for joining or stitching allowance. Then I'm going to use my French curve this way to curve it from the waist to the hip. I'll go back to the crotch and just give it a curve like this. Okay, it's very simple. Just go ahead and curve it this way. Then you come to the knee and go in between 1 inch to 2 inches depending on how contoured you want the knee to be. But here I'm just marking 1.5. I think 1.5 or 1.75, but I had the intention of using 1.5. I usually use 1.5 for the knee like this. Then I'll blend it in with my curve from the hip to the knee, and please make sure you blend in the sharp point. Then on this new line now, from this new line, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4 exactly, with no allowance or ease. You can decide to add 1 or 2 inches if you really want it wide from the hip down. Okay, but here I just have my hip measurement divided by 4, and I will extend that all the way to the down, just like this. Look at that shape. Then on this part of the waistline, I'm going to go in 0.75. Then I will slant it to the side waist like this, and that's it. So I'm going to cut it out. If you want to add your allowance like 1 or 2 inches, make sure you have extra fabric on this side that I'm cutting out now so that you can add your allowance. But I already have my joining allowance, so I won't be short of measurement. Then I'll just go ahead and cut it out the same way you see me doing it. So after cutting now, I will now arrange this one we already cut out on this part of the fabric. Okay, I'll just go ahead and place it the right way on this fabric. If you want, you can just notch the knee so that it will be easy for you to align it with the back while joining. Like if you want to match up the knee point for a better fit, go ahead and notch the knee on the front so that it will be easier for you to locate it, or mark it too on the back. So I will arrange it like so, then I will extend the crotch line. And after that, I will measure the crotch extension on the front and then mark the same thing for the back. You can add half inch or 1 inch depending on how loose you want it to be on the crotch area. But I just have whatever I have on the front, I added half inch to it. Then on the knee, I marked 2 inches. Like I extended the knee to by 2 inches. The crotch is 2.5. Then the knee all the way to the down is 2 inches. I'll now come to the crotch depth and add about 1.75. You can do 2 inches if you have bigger butts. Then I will extend the waistline by 1.5. Okay, ignore whatever way you see me placing that curve because I'm measuring tape. I wanted to have exactly 1.5, so I placed 1.5 on the waistline and then I marked 3 inches. So I'm going to connect all these points from the crotch extension to the crotch depth and then to the waist extension. Now, because I want my zipper to be at the back, I'm going to start from the back waistline and go down to where I want the zipper to stop, and I'm using 7.5. Remember, there is going to be band, so this 7.5 is going to be 9.5 at the end of the day. Then I will now follow the curve I have on the back crotch line or crotch curve and add 1 inch all the way to the top. You can decide to blend it in this way you see me do it, anyhow you want it, or you just, I have two lines there, whichever one you want works just fine. Then I'm simply going to cut it out just like this.
It's only been a few days. I set my eyes on you, babe. Is it love at first sight? Turn on the lights, see the mess you made. 1, 2, in love with you. 3, 4, I'm on the floor. Come pick me up, oh, and tell me you know for sure. What you want, believe if you know, believe. I'm not deceived, I'm not deceived. My love go past the love you give.
So it looks like this after cutting it out. And remember, we are going for a side pocket, so I'm going to take out the front part. Then I'll fold in another fresh fabric and take the front pattern and place it on it this way. This is a folded fabric, like 2 pieces of fabric. Then I place the front pant on it like this. I'm going to measure down to the length of the pocket, and today I want to use 12 inches. If you want it deeper, you can do 14 or 15 inches, but I want to do just 12 inches today. Then I'm going to follow the curve I have on the waist and on the side seam, like the side part of the pant, and cut it out this way. But just before I get to 1.5 before the center front, you see that crotch line, I'm going to stop there and cut it out the same way you see me do it. On this other end, I would add curve. Just follow the process. There's nothing too serious about it. Just give it a slight curve on the part going to the center front. Then I will use that one to cut out another 2 to have 4 pieces of that. Then I will be marking half inch joining allowance on the center front. Then I'll come to the side and mark 2 inches. You can do 1.5 for the width of the pocket opening. Okay, then I'll come down 7 inches as the length for the pocket. I'm going to use my curve this way and curve it out, and that's it for the pocket slant. I'll cut it out. Then I'll go ahead and take 2 out of the 4 pieces for the pocket. I'll take out 2 this way and then match up make sure the side is going to the side, just like this. Then I'm going to place the pants on it this way, then trace out the pocket slant. So now we have 2 curved, and then we have 2 that is not curved. One of the curved one will be going to the one that we did not curve or cut out, and then this other one going to this. And that's how the pocket is going to be. Now, after prepping all the preppables, this is what I have. I have the 4 pieces for the pocket, and then I have the back pant, which I'll just go ahead and join from where the zipper would stop, from there all the way to the end of the clutch extension or the clutch depth. Then for the front, I went ahead to press just one layer of a stay on the pocket area. Then I will just simply join it on the clutch area, just like that. Then for the band, I pressed a stay and then I folded it on both sides, and I have long enough to go around my waistline. So after joining the back and the front clutch, this is what I have. That's the back and this is the front. Now we'll go ahead and focus more on the front. I'll take two of the four pieces pocket pieces. Then I'll take this curved one, place it right side facing right side on the front part. Then I'll go ahead and join it, top stitch on the pocket part to have something like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take this other one and place it this way. If you'll be weaving, just place it this way, then go ahead and join it. But I want to do French seam. Okay, I'll just go ahead and place it wrong side to the wrong side, just the pocket, then I'll just go ahead and join it to have something like this. I already joined this one, this other part of the pocket, but it's going to look like this by the time I'm done. That's the French seam. So I'm going to join it, and after joining, I'll just go ahead and trim off, just trim it so that you have like 0.2 to your stitches, but do not cut your stitches. Just trim it thinly as we say me do. Then you're now going to turn it in, or turn it to right side facing right side. Then you're going to join it to have something like this. So this is French seam. I won't have to weave the pocket after all. Okay, and it also makes the stitches stronger. So after that, I'll just go ahead now and arrange it very well so that it is smooth. Then you iron, and after ironing, you should have something like this. It will now be easier for you to do the next step. So iron it, and after ironing, you arrange it very well. It's very important that you arrange it on a flat surface this way before you go ahead and stitch down where you're supposed to stitch down. So use your hand to flatten on the surface, make it really smooth. Then you're going to stitch it down on the upper part, and make sure that whatever you have on this part is what you should have. I have my 2 inches there. Then I'm going to stitch it down here, stitch it on the upper part. Then after that, I'll place the back part on it and join it on both sides. That's the side seam to have this. So I've gone ahead to join it just on the side. I still have the crotch part very much untouched. So now the essence of this is for you to cross check your measurement. You're going to now start from the waist, center front waist, and measure your waistline so that you know where your zipper would be starting on the back. So my waist is actually 28, but on the pants I usually do 29, so I'll mark 14 and a half here instead of 14, because I noticed that if I do exactly my waist measurement, at the end of the day it will minus like 1.5 inch from the waistline. Then on the hip, I'm going to take the hip measurement. Depending on how fitted you want it on the hip, you're going to take your hip measurement. So mine is 19, and if I spread the hip very well, you see that I have more than 19 there. So let's say I want it really fitted on the butt. I'll mark the 19 and add extra 1 inch to it. Now I will know that this is where I will be stitching. This way it's really fitted on the butt if you want it, but that 0.25 added, I'll just leave it like that. But on the waist, I will sure be starting fix the zipper from this part that I notched now. Then you're also going to cross check your thigh measurement if you really want the thigh, if you want it fitted from the waist to the thigh, then it flares from the thigh all the way to the down. So you're going to take your thigh measurement. Then remember, you're dividing your thigh by 2 and not by 4. But I just want mine like this. Like I said, I want it to look fitted. So I'm going to hold it, match up the clutch joining for both front and back, pin it down, then I'm going to join it from one end to the other end to have something like this. Now just simply take the waistband, I'll get the midpoint, and I will match up the midpoint of the band going to the joining on the waist, that's the center front. Then I'll go ahead and join it, and after that I'll simply top stitch on the band, turn the band inside and top stitch on it, hem the pant, fix the zipper, and your pant is ready. So you can see that it came out so well, and I used a combination of hemming gum and fabric glue for the hem part. I fixed the zipper, and trust me, you're not seeing a pink zipper. So this will be the end of our tutorial today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you on my next one. Be good. Bye.